Daffyd, we're out of cotton wool to wrap the European players in. Can you make an urgent order, please? Is that a siren? Daffyd, do you hear that? Is that a siren? Hello, what's going on? Oh, no, who? Oh, not him, anyone but him. Tell me, please tell me he's going to be okay for Manchester City. Oh. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bala and welcome to Season 11, Episode 13, hopefully not unlucky, of the impossible dream with Bala Town as we look to win the Champions League with the Welsh team. And, well, today we send the Wags out in the Welsh Cup quarterfinal, then we go to Manchester City in the Champions League, first knockout round, second leg, tied at 1 after the first leg at home. Amazing stuff that was. But we have to do it without Tanis Kovic, our goalkeeper, who is out for a month with a damaged kneecap. Unbelievable. He did it in training. There was nothing I could do to prevent it. And if there's one player we didn't want to lose to injury, there's a lot of players that we would ideally like to have available. But if there's one player we don't want to lose going into a game away from home against Manchester City, it is, or any of the big European teams, it is our goalkeeper. And we've lost him. That means it's going to be Dimitri Hughes in goal for the game at Manchester City. And Dimitri Hughes, let's just refresh ourselves with who Dimitri Hughes is. And Dimitri Hughes is no Tanis Kovic. He is very much a backup. And I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared to have him in goal for Manchester City. But this is where we are. It has to happen. It's the football gods. Sometimes you just get the feeling they're against you, don't you? They give us a goal. To take a point, to get a point at home, to go to Manchester City level, and then they take our goalkeeper as payment. Unbelievable. Anyway, there's one game to catch you up on since last episode. That was a league game against Cefn Druids. So let's go see how that went. Ewan Dixon headed us into a first half lead, and Griffin McMenemy's towering had a double-down advantage moments later. A Dimitri Hughes own goal pulled one back just before half time, and they got the equaliser midway through the second half. So it was going okay, we were 2-0 up, and then we just fell to pieces. Dimitri Hughes, his first game, as we looked to build him up to the Manchester City performance, it was not great. They scored from their only 2 shots on target, which is maybe a little bit unlucky, but we were terrible second half. And to be honest, I fully expect us to go on and lose it. So, yeah, we can take a point and run, I suppose. We're still undefeated, but if we have a quick look at the league table, we can see there that, yeah, we've now dropped points in 3 games, which is almost unacceptable for us, isn't it? But as I said, we're playing, we've got the Welsh Cup quarter-final, then we go to Manchester City. There is a game in between that is against Aberystwyth Town, likewise as the Carnarvon game. I'll play that off screen and then we'll show you the highlights. But let's have a look at what we're doing against that team, Llangefni. We are very, very heavy favourites for this one, even if the Wags are going out. You can see one game already, the New Saints scraped past FN Lido on penalties. Let's have a quick look here. Chris Hegarty, I've had him before in a game, like just one I've played previously. He was a decent centre-back, if I remember correctly. Anyway, a cautious passing playing style. We have a look here. We're expecting this sort of formation to come out against us. They're sitting third in the Cymru, if I've pronounced that correctly, North. So they're a chance of being promoted, but you wouldn't fancy them. So that's obviously they're a decent team, and they wouldn't be here if they weren't. We can see there they were very deep and a little bit narrow. I don't know what the left back's doing either. But yeah, interesting. And let's look at their midfield. Anyway, it's a very, very interesting heat map, I've got to say. Passing network is there, key passes as well, not afraid to go long. And let's have a look at the team that we're sending out, the Wags, to get the job done here for us, hopefully. Ewan Burgess is in goal. Now, we do have an injury, which on the surface of things isn't too significant, and it's the injury to Robson, our left back of the Wags. The problem is that we don't really have a backup left back for the Wags, so it's going to be John Owen making his debut. And let's be honest, he's probably never going to play again. But let's hope he can get us into the semi-final here. Yeah, he's about to play for Bala Town. It's KDH. Said, what's his name? Ben Evans, isn't it? Is it Ben Evans? It is Ben Evans, isn't it? Yeah, Ben Evans and McMenemy as the rest of the back four. It is Curtis Owen and Buckley in midfield. Buckley, still look at this. Look at his passing. It's so good. Potentially a very, very good player, of course. Wade, Dixon and Davies with Allmark up top. Let's go. Alright, so here we go. Everybody is lining up as expected. We're matching up with a man-for-man, so you would imagine we surely man-for-man, we should have the better players here. What do we want to say? Encourage the team, says Gomez. What do I want to say? All the best, have fun. I don't know. Wags just want to have fun, right? So let's go, boys. Come on. All right, and here we go. Let's hope we can get a performance out of the Wags here and get ourselves into another Cup semi-final. I should say, too, we are now at the point of the season where we need to get your nominees for Viewers Player of the Year. So in the comments below, let me know who do you think has been our best player, who has been your favourite player for Bala Town this season, and we'll get that nomination list together ready to vote ahead of the end of season awards, which is rapidly approaching. It's been a little bit of a strange one this year, isn't it? Without Allmark banging in the goals for fun, it's difficult to say who's been a favourite. I imagine Big Mac's going to feature prominently. He's just a star of the team and, of course, turned down other offers. Wade's had a good first year. Allmark, block shot, unlucky there. It's there for Buckley and it's blocked away again. Is that the highlight? KDH may feature as well, actually. Buckley, the youngster that's come through the academy. Here we go. And it's Wade. Another blocked cross, and that'll do it. The youngster at left back is looking very nervous. I suspect he will not feature in the nominations. Maybe he will now. Maybe he will. We'll see how he goes today. Williams brings it forward. The funny thing with John Owen is that he wanted number 3. And it's just like, sorry, mate, you will never play for this club again. You're getting 54. Here we go with Davies getting forward. Cross in. Allmark is there. It's headed away. Buckley picks it up. Down there for Wade. Was he onside? He was. Griffith McMenemy back for Buckley. Another good ball there for Buckley. Here we go. Cross in. Back post. Sean Davis off the crossbar. And he can't stick in the rebound. And we do get the corner. Wade. Decent. It's headed in. Oh, and KDH just over the bar. We're 30 minutes gone already. This half is flying by. It's still 0-0 despite us. Oh, that's a risky throw, Griffith McMenemy. Come on, mate. Owen's there. Heads it away. KDH can't quite get to it. And you half expected that to go in the top corner, didn't you? But we get away with that. And we have another highlight. It's the youngster, Owen to Owen. We have a few Owens in the club, don't we? Buckley. It's there for Dixon. Can Dixon find a good pass? He can to find Wade. Good first touch by Marcus Wade. Marcus Wade bullets it in the back of the net. It's 1-0. A good ball from Dixon to find him, but Marcus Wade, a rocket off the boot, and it almost broke the net. Here comes the pass. It's a Dixon. It's what you expect, isn't it? And it's a good first touch past his man, and the goalkeeper didn't even see it, did he? It was past him before he had a chance to blink. And Wade gives us the lead, which is excellent. 1-0 to Bala Town, and perhaps 1 foot in the semi-finals here. And there it is. That is half-time. We deserve to be much, much more in front than we are, but we are where we are, and assertive don't get complacent, boys. Let's get a little bit more from you, please, Mr. Evans. We've got a stressed-out-looking Owen. You're right, mate. You're right. Just don't be stressed. An aggressive-looking Griffith McMenemy. That's not ideal. We want to get a little bit more from Davies, a lot more from Allmark. He's not going to win Welsh Player of the Year at this rate. And here we go. We might look to, if Allmark's not going to pull his finger out, we might look to get Mark Burgess on, who is on an absolute goal-scoring tear in the Cup this year. And see if he can go and break some records, because he got 6, wasn't, of course, in the first game. He got 2 last time out in the Welsh Cup, so he's got, my mathematical powers tell me that must be 8. Here we go with Allmark, though. What's he going to do here? Cross the back post, it's down there for Dixon. Dixon back to Davies. Is he onside? I think he is. And it is 2-0. No one seemed like they wanted to take the shot there, but in the end, Dixon did give it to Davies, and Davies did take the shot. But I'd like to see how close he was to being offside. Allmark did okay there, didn't he? Good ball in. Davies, that's good. Have it, Dixon. Really, you're dead in front of goal. I guess there's a few defenders there, but surely you unleash in that situation. But anyway, Allmark only playing a 6.5 is not ideal. I really don't know what's happened to him this season. He has just gone off the boil. So we'll take him off. Let's get Burgess on. And let's see maybe if a different striker comes on and struggles just as much, maybe it's just the way that the game's playing out. But if Burgess gets himself a couple of goals, then I think we do start to worry that maybe Allmark has peaked at 25 or 26 or however old he is now. What we don't want to do, ideally, is give them a goal here and get them back in the tie. Come on, boys, come on. Can we win that back? Not yet. Ball forward. We should get to that. KDH down to Owen. Oh, across to Owen. Gets it forward to Burgess. We're a team. We've got 2 Burgesses and 2 Owens on the field. Here we go with Marcus Wade. Goes past his man. Marcus Wade. Draws a decent save from the goalkeeper. And Marcus Wade is looking as though he might be the new Damien Allmark, isn't he? Wade, good ball in, headed away. Buckley can't quite get there. And we find ourselves chasing back here. We've got back quickly. We've done well there. Loose pass, was it? No. Let's try and give him some praise here. The left back, I mean, he hasn't stuffed up. He's not played particularly well. Davies has got himself a knock. So let's get Dan Garmy on out there for him. That's fine. It's a pulled groin, so we don't want to stuff around with that. Here we go, Wade. Good ball in. KDH is there. KDH powers in. He's 7th of the season. That's a good return from a centre-back, even if he is playing against Welsh defenders when he gets forward from set pieces. He is putting goals away for fun. Could he get double figures this year? You wouldn't put it past him the way he's going. Cracking header. Good ball in from Marcus Wade as well, and that is 3-0. Give them some praise, and let's get this young defender here, Gurke, or however you say that, off the bench. We'll give him some game time here as well. KDH just got his goal. Let's make the change. Put the 2 youngsters on at the back. We're 3-0 up. It should be fine, he said before the epic comeback. But yeah, no, we're dominating the game, and it should be absolutely fine. A 6.8 from young Owen on debut. Not the worst. He haven't seen anything of him, but he's not, as I said, he's not let us down. Giggs with a throw. He's done well. Oh no, that's Curtis Owen. Wrong Owen. There we go. We've seen him complete a pass. Nice one, son. Here we go with Burgess now. Can he get himself a goal? Keep his cup scoring flow on target here. McMenemy for Owen. Not Owen, it's Wade. There's too many. I've got Owen on the brain. Ball to the back post. It's Dan Garmy. Not known for his heading ability, I'd say. We've got about 70 odd seconds to go. Burgess with the ball. He goes back to Griffith McMenemy. Can we get a 4th to just cap things off nicely here? Buckley. Crossfield pass for Garmy. In acres of space. Denny Garmy. He's hit the inside of the post. Cleared out there for Griffith McMenemy. Highlight continues. McMenemy goes infield for Owen. Owen for Buckley. Back to Owen. Back to Buckley. Back to Owen. We've got a man forward here in space. They don't want to give it to him. It's the youngster. There. Oh, no. They've bypassed him. Garmy, go on, get forward. Owen does. It's a horrible pass from Dan Garmy. That's not your fault, Owen. And there we go. 3-0. It looks like it will be. This is the longest highlight in football history, isn't it? And we haven't really seen anything from it. I've got a cat hair in my nose again. Ball forward. No, just blow it up, Ralph. This is pointless. Well, you're wasting everybody's time. We've got Manchester City to get ready for. We're 11 seconds over. Are they going to get themselves a constellation? Not with a ball like that. Owen does. Oh, composed defending from the youngster. Well done. We are now 20 seconds over. It's 3-0 in a cup game. There's literally nothing to play for at this point. We're going through. They're going out. There's no goal difference. And there it is. A solid performance from the Wags there, I'd say. We get into the hat for the semi-finals. And well done, boys. Good win. So there we go. We win the quarter-final. Comfortable as you like. Sean Davis it's not too bad of an injury. Youngster Owen makes his debut, Money in the Bank, and it is the New Saints in the semi-finals. Well, there we go. Let's hope we can go and put them out. And who's the other semi-final? Cardiff Met Uni and Carnarvon. You would imagine on league form that's going to be Carnarvon in the final if we can get past the New Saints. But there we go. Classy Wade on form. Love to see it. Guys, wait right there. We'll play through the game against Aberystwyth Town, and then we're off to Manchester City to see if we can pull off the miracle. I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist here at the Holy Shrine of Manchester, ahead of Bala Town's futile attempts to upset the Kings of Europe in Manchester City. Aussie villains men are gonna... get blue moon! Da 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 da! Okay, welcome back. Here we go. Our date with Destiny, part 2, as we go to Manchester City in the Champions League first knockout round, second leg, tied at 1. Now, unfortunately, Chris Venables and the under-19s, they've come unstuck in the second knockout round of the Youth Champions League. A little bit of a humbling, certainly on the scoreboard at the hands of Wolverhampton. The game itself looked like it was relatively even. Just a little bit of extra class, perhaps, on the Wolverhampton side, or maybe a little bit of luck. But we'll never know, unfortunately, because I didn't watch the game. But there we go. Now, we do have one game to catch you up on since the last game. That was in the league against Aberystwyth Town. So let's go see how we did in that one. A Damien Allmark header resulted in a first-half own goal before Daniel Evans doubled our lead early in the second half. So there we go, a comfortable win. Yamaguchi missed a penalty just after the Owens goal. You wonder if that had gone in if we really would have run away with it. But Owens did well off the bench. There was a few other youngsters involved. Morgan is starting to look a decent player for us at left back, which is good. Evans we gave a game to. We gave Kusik 45 minutes just to get minutes into his legs ahead of this Manchester City game. But all in all, as I said, a decent enough performance. And Hughes, a clean sheet. Let's hope it's not his only clean sheet we see this episode, because he's going to be busy, isn't he? He's going to be busy. Let's have a look at what we're doing here against Manchester City. A little bit of an injury update is that Norrington Davies, you can see there, he is going to miss this one as well. He was only going to be on the bench, but he does miss this one, and Wan Mi is suspended, so that's a big loss at the back as well. So it's not ideal coming into this one, but we're not the favourites, as you wouldn't expect us to be. They are still a Carlo Ancelotti coach team, adventurous passing style of play, and they just won their last game on the weekend, just a 6-1 against Leicester City. So it's not like they're in goal-scoring form or anything. We can see here their heat map for this one, very, very narrow. Their midfield there, so I don't know if that's a specific thing they did against Leicester, but we'll have to see. There we go, we can see they do like to get right in close before they look for that key pass. And this is a team we're sending out to try and get the job done for us. It is Dimitri Hughes in goal. Please, mate, please, just don't stuff up. That's all I ask of you. It's O'Halloran, it's Goddard, and it's Tony coming in for this one to replace Wan Mi. He's a good defender. Hopefully he won't let us down. Certainly he's going to be a threat from a set piece, isn't he, with jumping reach of 18. It's Ignatievic down the right. He is back fit for this one. We do have Kusik on the bench if we need him, but I think we'll start with the more defensively sound option. Montgomery, goal-scoring hero in the first leg, will go down the left. It's Brewerton, Quinn and Dimov in midfield. It's Big Mac and Williamson up top. This is it. The biggest game in the club's history. Can we spring the biggest upset in the club's history? Alright, so we can see everybody is lining up as expected. We've got Brewerton, we've got Big Mac and Williamson are booking away from a suspension, but if we get through, we'll deal with that if and when we get through, won't we? Pressure's off. I do think we need to say that again, don't we? Pressure's off, boys. Just go out there, show them what you've got, and just don't get smashed, really. That's my biggest worry here, is just getting smashed. And here we go. Here we go. It's nervy, it's the hope that kills you, as I always say. Here we go. Can we cancel out that away goal? Dimov, good ball in, Brewerton's there. A little bit too close to the goalkeeper. And speaking of hope that kills you, are we going to see a counter-attacking goal here from Manchester City? And another early goal from them as well. Vinicius Jr. gets down the outside of Ignatievic. Can we get... Oh, another penalty. Ignatievic sticks his foot in. And is it going to be another early goal for Manchester City? Vinicius Jr., he sticks it past Dimitri Hughes. Ignatievic with the booking, and we're 1-0 down. Let's try no pressure. It doesn't change too much. We needed to score a goal anyway to cancel out their away goal, so it just means now if we score, it ties it up. It doesn't send us through. But a corner in the first leg and now a penalty in the second leg. We need to make sure that we don't... We need to stay in the tie, don't we? Come on, boys. Come on. Can we get a foot in here, a block in or something? Can we win possession? Lafleur. I do like saying that name, I've got to say. Leonardi. Lafleur goes back there to Follet. They're pinging it around us. Brambilla gets forward. Just don't give away a penalty, Montgomery. It's another... Go away. Come on. Alright, so... Let's go and put pressure on them. It opens us up, but I think at this point we need to open up a little bit, don't we? Do we maybe look to go a little bit more direct as well? And we're 2-0 down. Not 20 minutes gone yet, and we need 2 goals now. And actually, I'm instantly wondering if that's going to have to do it for Ignatievic. Oh, we've put pressure on him as well. There's nothing you can do about that. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. That's just one of those you have to hold your hands up and just say, you bastard. We've got another free kick to defend here. We did do work on attacking and defending set pieces coming into this one, and it's everything I didn't want to happen. It's 3-0. And I'm wondering about wingers. This isn't working, is it? This isn't working. We need 3 goals against Manchester City. And I'm wondering if this is what we need to do. Do we want Goddard or O'Halloran on the field? Probably Goddard, don't we? He's a little bit quicker across the ground, and we'll switch those 2 around. So that's going to mean Riola coming on. Who do I want to take off? Brewerton, Quinn. We don't want Dimov going off, do we? And we definitely want Mackmeyer on the field. And I think we want Tommy Williamson on the field. So is it Quinn? Quinn can't really play back there, can he? You know what? He can do a good enough job for this one. So let's do that. Let's get Williamson there. Let's switch Williamson and Dimov around. I don't want Williamson playmaking, though, I don't think. I just want him getting forward. We'll get Riola on down the right. We'll get... where did he go? There he is there. Cusick on down the right. And just hope that we can get something going here. We want to counter-press them. They're a passing team. Yeah. Oh, I just didn't want to get smashed. I feared it would happen in the first leg. And we more or less got away. Well, we did get away with it. Vinicius Jr. taking the piss with his little Rabona cross, whatever it's called. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Can we do something here? Can we get them on the break? Ball forward. Doing a good job marking up there. Cleared by Goddard. Is there anybody forward for us? No, well, there is, but not in that particular part of the field. And we've got a corner. Dimov. Ball in. Decent. Back post. Oh, straight into the arms. Tonev was it? Or was it Tony? We don't have a Tonev, so it must have been... It's definitely not Tonev. Oh, they've scored 3 goals from 4 shots. That's so annoying. Come on, boys. Get creative here. Get creative. We've got another corner to defend. I'll be so annoyed if we concede another one. Oh, we did so... obviously, having conceded in the first leg, and it's just us in Europe. We know that that's what we need to do anyway. I did do so much training on attacking and defending set pieces. What do we say to that? Do we just say unlucky? You know what? They've scored 3 goals from 5 shots. There is an element of bad luck about that, I think. Certainly, I mean, the penalty was stupid. The second goal, there's not much you can do about that. And we've conceded from a corner again as well, which obviously isn't ideal. Let's encourage. See if that will get anything for us. Can we put some pressure on them deep in their own half here? Is it getting to the point where we need to stick Williamson in as a number 10? Because ultimately, if we go out, we go out. We don't want to... we'd rather not get smashed. But, I mean, it's happening anyway, isn't it? It's going to be the mother of all comebacks if it happens now in any case. And it's just so... We've got 2 deep line playmakers. That's not ideal either, is it? You guys probably noticed that straight away. We come straight back. Can we at least get ourselves a goal? It's yeah, I mean it's not the way we wanted things to end, is it? You do wonder how much of a difference one me would have made at the back. I don't know if there's anything I could... this is not what we want. Ignatievic has come back and had an absolute nightmare. He's given away a penalty. His man has scored 2 now. And that's just poor defending on that occasion, isn't it? Dimitri Hughes in goal as well. I mean, that obviously as well isn't ideal. But we've just... I don't know if it's an element of us choking on the big stage as well. It's just not gone to plan, has it? Can we get ourselves a goal and start the mammoth comeback that is the 7-6 glory? Actually, we just need to get to 6-6. Away goals will win it for us from there. Here we go. Kukic is in here. Can he do something? He puts it past the post, but signs of life there. So that's nice to see. We're looking anxious and just not particularly playing well. Let's get Allmark on, see if he can do something for us. Pressing forward, mate. See what you can do. The club's record goal scorer. He's having a horrible season. Maybe he can get one for us at the Etihad. If you guys have any thoughts, if there's anything you think I could have done differently, we'll try and learn from this for next time we find ourselves in the knockout rounds. Yeah, I mean, I think it's 8 million is the round money for getting into here. That's a good tackle from Llangefni. About time he did one, mate. Yeah, so we've made more money from this, as we would probably have to have gone on and won the Europa League to get that much cash. Last time I checked the coefficients before this tie, we had as many... Oh, that's poor from Dimitri Hughes. Is he offside? He is. Yeah, so the coefficient points have not really... We've got just as many as we did last year. As I said, obviously winning a few games extra in the Champions League group stage would have helped that. But look at these match ratings. If we'd played well and got beaten, I would have been okay. And I did fully expect, to be honest, to get beaten. I mean, they're subbing Wonder Kid for Wonder Kid. Riola, can we get something here? We get there with Quinn. Good ball forward. Riola's been left in space. Can he measure across? Where's Allmark in the middle? He can't get across into the box. I mean, we're up against Vinicius Jr. Quinn's done really well there again. Llangefni. Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm sitting here now just trying to think if there's anything I could have done differently. Riola, can he get across in? It's towards Allmark. It's there for Kukic. He whacks in a goal, and that's a stunner as well. A really good goal. And if that's our last thing that we do our last moment in the Champions League this year, well, at least we've gone out on a little bit of a high. It's a cracking volley, isn't it, from Kukic? Let's hope we can get him back again next year. And it's 5-1 on the night, 6-2 on aggregate. And to be honest, if we 6-2 on aggregate before the tie started, we may have taken that, wouldn't we? But there it is. Our Champions League run comes to an end. Disappointing on the night, but overall, it's been a good season. And we end on a cracking shot there. Goal from, do we just say unlucky? It's one of those days. So there it is, defeat in the Champions League first knockout round. I think we leave with our tail between our legs, but our heads held high, if that's a thing. We've got 8 million in the bank, so as European football comes to an end, we should get a little bit more money at the end of it, but we're in a really, really good place financially, aren't we? We can hopefully look to get even more in the wage budget, maybe go big for one or two players. And if we have a quick update of the coefficient points... So Wales as a nation hasn't done quite as well as last year, but we should go above at least 1 in Denmark there, so that's something. If we have a look at the club side of things, coefficients, and if we scroll down here, we've got ourselves 16 coefficient points, so we've just got a point for the draw against Man City. That puts us on 56, so Benfica, we're not going to pass them, but we should move up into the top 30 almost, just outside the top 30, unless there's someone behind us that's going to have a big season. So, it's still been a productive year for us. It's a shame to go out like that, but it was never going to last forever, was it? But guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time. It's a New Saints doubleheader away in the league, and then we'll send the Wags out against them in the Cup semi-final. So that's gonna be fun. Don't forget to leave your nominations for your player of the season for this year. And next episode, we'll be doing the poll to vote for that. So yeah, don't waste any time. Leave your nominations in the comments. Until next time, guys. I've been Aussie Villain. Take care.